She cried in court, but the judge wasn't buying it. Charlie Javis, the millennial founder once hailed as a Wall Street darling, is going to prison for over 7 years. Her crime? A massive $175 million fraud against JPMorgan Chase. Javis faked over 4 million student accounts to sell her startup, Frank, to the banking giant. The judge even called JP Morgan's due diligence stupidity, but said he was punishing her for her dishonesty, not their incompetence. This is the ultimate story of faking it till you make it, to federal prison. The Forbes 30 Under 30 starlet is now facing a $287.5 million restitution bill, a spectacular fall from grace for a founder who promised to help students, but ended up scamming one of the biggest banks in the world.
Meet the Silicon Valley warlord who parties in a $4,000 tracksuit and sells AI-powered machine guns to the Pentagon. Stephen Simoni, the CEO of Allen Control Systems, is the real-life Tony Stark, but with a cringy War Dogs persona. His company's creation, the Bullfrog, is an AI turret designed to shoot down drones. During a recent demo for the Army, the gun jammed after one successful takedown, but that hasn't stopped the hype. Simoni is part of a new breed of tech bros, pivoting from consumer apps to lethal weapons, chasing those lucrative defense contracts. It's a wild ride where venture capital meets modern warfare, and the lines between tech innovation and the military-industrial complex are blurring faster than a speeding bullet.
Remember the married tech CEO caught on the kiss cam with his HR exec at a Coldplay concert? The drama continues. Andy Byron, the former CEO of Astronomer, has been spotted with his wife, and they're both still wearing their wedding rings. This comes just months after the viral moment that cost him and his colleague Kristen Cabot their jobs. While Cabot has filed for divorce from her husband, Byron seems to be trying to patch things up. A source says the families have been devastated by the public's enjoyment of their personal crisis. It's a messy, real-life soap opera playing out in the tech world, where a single viral moment can destroy careers and families. Is this a story of forgiveness or just good PR?
Imagine giving away a piece of your company for a promise of millions, only for the investor to vanish. That's the nightmare 6 startups are living right now. A venture capital firm, SBK Tech Ventures, has allegedly ghosted them after taking equity and promising a whopping $7.1 million in funding. The firm, led by Sonia Bashir Kabir, hasn't disbursed a single penny in over a year. The startups, including big names like 10-Minute School and Aroga, are now in serious trouble. One founder called it a PR stunt designed to kill their businesses. This is the dark side of the VC world, where promises are broken and founders are left with nothing but empty bank accounts and a worthless stake in their own companies.
Firefly Aerospace's stock just went up in flames. The recently IPO'd space company saw its shares plummet 21% after one of its Alpha rockets exploded during a ground test. This is the second major failure for the company this year, and investors are spooked. The stock is now down 50% from its post-IPO high. A brutal reality check for a company that was supposed to be the next SpaceX. The CEO's words from the IPO, "It's all about execution," are now haunting him. This explosive failure is a stark reminder that the space business is incredibly risky, and one wrong move can send a company's valuation crashing back to Earth. For Firefly, the race is on to rebuild not just their rocket, but also their credibility.
What happens when you tell a billionaire his tweets are flopping? You get fired. Elon Musk reportedly fired an engineer at X for telling him the truth: his engagement was down. This isn't a scene from Succession, it's the reality of working for the world's richest man. The incident reveals the fragile ego of a tech mogul who can't handle criticism, even from his own employees. It's a classic case of shooting the messenger, and it speaks volumes about the toxic culture at X, formerly known as Twitter. While Musk preaches about free speech, it seems that freedom doesn't extend to telling him things he doesn't want to hear. In Musk's world, the truth hurts, and it can cost you your job.
Another day, another massive Wall Street fraud. The CEO of a Summit-based investment fund, Jeffrey Spots, has been charged in a staggering $294 million securities fraud scheme. Federal prosecutors allege that Spots lied to investors about his fund's risk strategy and concealed massive trading losses. This is the classic story of a fund manager using his investors' money as a personal piggy bank, making risky bets while telling everyone that their money was safe. The scale of the alleged deception is breathtaking, and it's a brutal reminder that even in the most sophisticated corners of the financial world, greed and deceit can run rampant. For the investors who trusted him, it's a devastating betrayal.
Intel, the once undisputed king of Silicon Valley, is a shadow of its former self. And it's not just about the stock price. According to past and present employees, the company's famous culture has been systematically destroyed. What was once a democratic and innovative environment where employees felt valued has become a place where they feel disposable. This is a story of corporate decay, a slow and painful erosion of the very things that made Intel great. It's a cautionary tale for every successful tech company. Culture is everything, and once it's gone, it's almost impossible to get back. The soul of a Silicon Valley giant has been lost, and the consequences are being felt by everyone from the engineers to the investors.
This is how you treat employees in Silicon Valley. First, you lay off over 1,200 of them. Then you force the rest to come back to the office. And finally, you dump 13 of your office buildings. That's exactly what Broadcom CEO Hock Tan did after acquiring VMware. It's a ruthless display of corporate power, where employees are treated as nothing more than pawns in a real estate game. The move has sent shockwaves through the Bay Area, and it's a stark reminder of the human cost of mega mergers. While executives celebrate their multi-billion-dollar deals, thousands of workers are left jobless, and entire communities are impacted. This is the brutal reality of Wall Street meeting Silicon Valley.
The next big war is being fought over AI, and your favorite new app is caught in the crossfire. A massive battle is brewing between California and Washington over who gets to regulate artificial intelligence, and billions of dollars in venture capital investments are hanging in the balance. Startups are trapped in a regulatory no man's land, unsure of which rules to follow. This is a classic case of government bureaucracy stifling innovation, with politicians on both coasts trying to control the future of technology. The uncertainty is already having a chilling effect on the startup ecosystem, and it could determine which country leads the AI revolution. For now, the only winners are the lawyers.